Good afternoon, ladies. This is the Alpha Woman Preneur here, aka the Alpha Woman One. And I'm jumping on for a few minutes to speak on the latest news. I wanted to talk about the changes that YouTube announced last Wednesday that they will be making to their monetization policy. So, from what I understand, this monetization policy changed because of one YouTuber had posted a dead body on his channel, footage of a dead body, and his name is Logan Paul. And as you know, you expect that he came under fire for that. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about that to get a little background of how all this came about. Now, it says YouTubers sometimes face a lot of backlash for their posting content that offends a portion of their viewers. And I'm going to skip some of the article and get into Logan Paul controversy. And it says now another YouTuber with a high subscriber count is under heavy fire for publishing a seemingly insensitive video featuring a suicide victim's dead body. Now, they was talking about some other YouTuber that, had offended the YouTube's policies and terms, but I just talking about the latest one, which is the Logan Paul controversy. An American vlogger, Logan Paul, who is on a trip to Japan, posted a video of his visit to the country's infamous, and I have trouble saying that, Iogara Forest, a site where people commit suicide. The 15-minute video, which according to Paul was meant to focus on the haunted aspect of the forest, instead turned out to be one of the most controversial videos on YouTube once Paul's group discovered a dead body. The video featured close-ups of the body with only the face blurred out, and also a couple of insensitive jokes, which incurred a few laughs as well. The video in question was not monetized and was taken down once it started receiving criticism. However, it is important to note that the video is not only visible to Paul's 15 million subscribers, but also to anyone who has access to YouTube, which means that it garnered millions of views before it was finally taken down. Logan Paul later issued an apology on Twitter saying that, "Where do I begin? Let's start with this. I'm sorry. This is a first for me. I've never faced criticism like this before because I've never made a mistake like this before. I'm surrounded by good people and I believe that I make good decisions, but I'm still a human being. I can be wrong. I didn't do it for views. I get views. I did it because I thought I would make a positive ripple on the internet, not cause a monsoon of negativity. That's never the intention. I intended to raise awareness for suicide prevention. And while I thought if this video saves just one life, it'll be worth it, I was misguided by shock and awe as portrayed in the video. I still am. I do this every day. I've made a 15-minute TV show every single day for the past 460 plus days. One may understand that it's easy to get caught up in the moment without fully weighing the possible ramifications. I'm often reminded of how big a reach I truly have, and with great power comes great responsibilities. For the first time in my life, I'm regretful to say that I have handled that power incorrectly. It won't happen again. I love everyone. I believe in people. I'm out here. Peace. Hashtag Logan for Logan G for life. Okay. And so it goes on to say the internet hasn't responded well to the YouTuber's apology, claiming that he's a person who just published a video for attention. Others have also noted that the apology isn't because Paul felt sorry for the content of the video, but because of the harsh criticism that it received. Other influential YouTubers such as Marky Brownlee and PewDiePie have also called out Logan Paul for his insensitive video, saying that he doesn't represent the entire YouTube community. So that's basically the controversy that has caused YouTube. Actually, one of the controversies and dramas that has, got YouTube to change its monetization policy. And some of the same people who got in trouble before about that, they also criticized Logan Paul because, they was like, I guess they was like, he shouldn't have done that. I got that. I've done that. I've broken their policies, and look what happened to me. Because I'm going to go back to the beginning of the article where it says YouTubers sometimes face a lot of backlash for their posting content that offends a portion of their viewers. Recently, Felix Kielberg, better known as PewDiePie, got into hot water for using racial slur in the video. The popular YouTuber was not only criticized by general public, but also by several game developers. So I'm going to be posting these links under the description after I finish. But my opinion is that, this Logan Paul controversy, it's one, like I said earlier, it's one of the many controversies and drama and offenses that cause you to change its monetization policy. And I've been lurking around and have been on YouTube because I follow certain, YouTubers that I'm, that has the same interests and views and stuff that I have, for years now. So it's not just the Logan Paul controversies and the other two controversies that were mentioned. It's, others too, because the last 10 years, I say about last 10, 11 years, you've been having all types of people on YouTube making all types of content, very, very offensive content, content that was anti-woman, people of color, anti-white, just anti-LGBT, just all types of offensive content and not, and like they say, all kind of footage or stuff, just all types of offensive content. So this has been going on YouTube for years. It hadn't just started. And I'm glad that YouTube is doing this because there's just some people who just don't need to be on YouTube. YouTube started out as a platform where anybody can come on and create content. That's done. As of last Wednesday, that is done. And I am glad. But on the other hand, you have new people like me who just starting out on YouTube. That will make us work much harder our YouTube platform, because at one time before this was announced, it was easy for anybody to come on YouTube, and they did have to have a certain number of subscribers, a certain number of views to monetize their channel and earn money. But now that's changing. And if you want to earn money off of YouTube, if you're new on YouTube now and you just starting out, these changes are going to affect you, meaning that you will have to work harder if you want to eventually monetize your channel. And I will read a little bit about what those changes are. And it says here, starting from today, that was last Wednesday, which was the 17th of January. Starting today, only those channels will earn ad money through YouTube Partner Program, which have over 4,000 hours of watch time in the past 12 months and at least 1,000 subscribers. This is a considerably higher threshold than the previous one, which allowed monetization based only on the requirement that the channel has 10,000 lifetime views. While these changes currently apply only to newcomers, they will be implemented for existing channels from February the 20th, 2018 as well. Channels that reach this threshold will now also be manually screened for potentially offensive before they are inducted into the YPP, which is the YouTube Partner Program. Google hopes that through these changes, it'll be able to divert money from bad actors and prevent offensive content from being monetized. The company went on to say that while this change will tackle the potential abuse of a large but desperate group of smaller channels, disparate, we also know that the bad action of a single large channel can also have an impact on the community and how advertisers view YouTube. We'll be working to schedule conversations with our creators in the months ahead so we can hear your thoughts and ideas and what more we can do to tackle their challenge. And that was another problem. A lot of many of the channels that had offensive content was making money, off of degrading, people and certain groups. And I know for a fact that, I'm, of course, an African American woman, a woman of African descent. And there were many men on YouTube for the last 10 to 11 years that was making horrible content about African American women, women of African descent on YouTube. And they have made God knows how much money off of the degradation of Black women. And I am glad that their channels and I've been hearing about YouTube was going to do this a couple of months ago. So, nobody should be surprised because word was out there for several months, now for a few months, that YouTube will be cracking down on offensive content. And when I heard that, I was glad because, this has gone too far. And unfortunately, there have been reports that there have been casualties, people losing their lives, with people putting out violent and racist and, homophobic and stuff content. So, and I know for a fact one young African American woman that was murdered because by one YouTuber that was putting out offensive material about African American women of African descent. So she was a casualty of this. So like I said, it's good that that's the good part of it, that YouTube is cracking on down offensive content, because it's just hurting people. People get hurt and killed. You know, unfortunately, it's just so sad. But and on the bad news is, those who are just coming on YouTube, starting to create content, they have to work twice as hard to meet the requirements to monetize their channel, because of other people's bad decisions and not using their brain, before they get up on YouTube and create content. Okay. And I'll finish reading. I says, although the new threshold may be potentially affect a large number of content creators, Google says that these channels can utilize the Creator Academy, Help Center, and Creator site to grow their audience. The firm also noted that 99% of channels falling below this threshold were making less than $100 per year in 2017, and 90% earned less than $2.50 in the last month. Okay. And I will read this bit of information. So Google notes that while 2017 was a tough year in many aspects, there was a 40% year-over-year increase in the number of content creators earning money in six figures from the site. In 2018, in an effort to ensure that bad actors, the people who create offensive content, do not harm their audience, and that worthy content creators continue to be rewarded, the firm is changing its monetization policy. So that's basically it about, my opinion about YouTube changing its monetization policy. And I say that if you are beginning to get on YouTube, follow the rules so that your channel won't get canceled. Now, it's too late for some channels, but common sense is just don't get up here making terrible, offensive content. Use this YouTube to help people. Like you see all these channels on YouTube that's helping people to learn how to start a business, brand themselves, or how to, just make life easier. Like, for example, how to, create. I'm trying to think of an example here. How to put on makeup in 30 minutes. I'm just throwing that out as an example. How to twist your hair, how to build a doghouse, stuff like that. That's content that is valuable and will be of use to people. That will help people to make life professionally and personally easier. So that's what YouTube is for, and like I said, if you're doing that on YouTube, you're good. And if you're not doing that on YouTube, if you're on here making offensive content that can get people hurt, harm, to kill, you don't need to be up here, and you need to be gone. And I'm glad of that. So, and I say that yes, and I also say yes, those of us that's just coming up on YouTube, we have to work extra hard to get the number of subscribers you want, to build our audience, and to get our channels monetized, to get something off our hard work, but I say that at least YouTube is still giving us the opportunity to do that. So news about changes are coming, YouTube's monetization policy. And you ladies have a great afternoon, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.